The Stride engine conducts highly complex fundamental analysis of each business listed on the platform and condenses its findings into our scores and ratings. By translating this intricate information into such a simple format, the engine provides us with instant visibility of business strength and investment potential. STRIDE is an acronym incorporating the elements of 3D value investing on which the platform engine is built: strength, timing, returns, intrinsic value, dividends, and earnings predictability. Deciding whether a business is a good investment target begins with understanding how it's performing across all of these elements. We developed our scoring system to make this a simpler and shorter process, presenting investors with very succinct data to help inform their investment decisions. The individual scores and ratings show us how well each business performs across all 6 separate elements. The scores summarise the results, while the ratings describe each score in context. The engine then uses these to calculate the overall score, incorporating valuation factors to determine the overall rating. These tools are unique to Stride, created specifically to help investors make the most informed investment decisions. They are presented in addition to the detailed financial, valuation and performance data and comparable scales available on each company page. Businesses are scored across the 6 Stride elements. The higher the score, the better, up to a maximum of 100. These individual scores are colour-coded, red, amber or green, and rated depending on the number achieved. All 6 are blended to give the overall score, and further factors are applied to rate the business as a buy, a hold or a sell. The colours change according to predetermined score thresholds. These parameters have been set following extensive backtesting and analysis of how the best performing stocks looked when they were bought and sold at the optimum times. The Stride engine is unique in the way it applies fundamental analysis to financial information and exceptionally strict in the way it scores to present us with the most transparent view possible of a business. Strength measures how well a business could weather an economic storm, a sustained downturn, or if its market conditions changed. This blended score incorporates Altman Z-score, used to predict the likelihood of bankruptcy, along with other factors. To determine business strength, we focus equally on financial indicators and on how well each business performs within its specific sector. With banks, for example, we analyse capital, leverage ratios, and ensure the bank is highly liquid. The standards we set are well above those currently used within the banking industry. In the insurance sector, capital and leverage are again very important, but we also look at several other specific factors. For all other industries, we use a blend of standard financial analysis. The exact blend is determined by the sector. The Stride timing engine identifies share price movement and momentum. The timing score indicates whether a share price is currently falling, stable, or rising. We use elements of technical analysis here, even though technicals don't generally come into value investing, including simple moving averages and exponential moving averages over various periods. These are used in addition to PPO, RSI, and MACD indicators. Businesses with a high return score generate top end of the scale returns on equity, assets, and capital. Stride also looks at whether a business is managing its debt obligations well. This rating ensures it can generate returns on any debt that will easily cover interest and capital repayments while still generating a return for shareholders. Calculating the return score is, again, industry specific. In general terms, Stride looks at ROA, ROE, ROCE, and ROCE after full finance costs. The Stride intrinsic value score gives a clear indication of the tangible assets in a business. It seeks the answer to one crucial question: of the current share price, what portion of our investment is protected should the business be subjected to a fire sale of its assets? To answer this, we take total equity and strip out all intangibles. Put simply, the greater the value of assets remaining, the higher the score. Our dividend score reveals the truth behind a dividend and under what conditions it's paid. While we appreciate businesses paying dividends to shareholders, they can easily become a primary focus at the cost of other aspects of the business. We want to make sure that dividends are well considered, consistent, and sustainable, all things that this score shows. Earnings predictability is Stride's score for growth potential. It focuses on how the business has fared over the past 5 years at growing all its aspects that generate or earn cash. We want to know if the business has consistently grown gross profit, net income, and earnings before tax but after depreciation and amortization. Our scores and ratings are designed as indicators to help investors in their stock selection and portfolio management as part of a value investing strategy. We also use them to determine margin of safety when a company becomes a 2D or 3D target and throughout the platform.